Welcome to Venusian Soul. Today I'm back with a timeless pick a card reading and it's going to be a healing message. So I want you to cast your gaze over the cards and ask your higher self which cards have a message for you. We have pile number 1, pile 2, pile 3 and pile 4. If you need to pause the video to meditate further, please do so. But for those of you who are ready, let's get started. Hi Group 1. So in terms of a healing message, what I'm feeling for this group is right now there's a need for you to be your own first priority. There's a need to put your dreams, your emotional needs, your desires to the forefront. For some of you, I feel with the Three of Swords here, there may have been a situation where you've had to heal, transform. Perhaps as well you learned a harsh or karmic lesson around being, I just heard being your own best friend, but also prioritizing your life, not sacrificing. I'm hearing self-sacrificing. I'm hearing making sure that you don't settle for less than what you deserve. So I feel like there may have been situations where in the past you gave away more of yourself, or you gave away too much of yourself to the degree that perhaps you were put on the back burner, or perhaps you lost sight of your own dreams in pursuit or in connection with another. But I feel for this group, there's a huge emphasis at this point on your journey and in your life on you taking care of you and you being really gentle with yourself as well. I feel for this group, you have a lot of power, you have a lot of potential, but I feel like you may not see it, or you at least do not see it at the capacity that Spirit does. With concealed power, give birth to the wonder of revelation. I feel for some of you as well, you're going through a process where you're becoming more conscious and more aware of what you truly want, what happiness looks like, what fulfills you, where you want to direct your energy. With stars, you can manifest your every wish. I do feel sitting next to, we have the green man, and I've got this energy of a new beginning, a fresh start, a clean slate. I feel like right now, especially with the Seven of Pentacles, it's the time to set intentions. It's a time to plant seeds. There's still an element of closure, of wrapping up the past, healing old emotions, not allowing the old energy to dictate the future or to dictate what is going to be in your future. But with the standing stone here as well, if you have felt a sense of there being a stalemate, or things aren't quite moving and flowing to the degree you hope for, I feel like things are going to shift and change. But there's a need as well, I feel here, to be open and flexible, but also take time out. If things aren't moving right now, I feel like it's most likely because you need time for you. There's processes happening internally, there's healing, there's transformation. We also have here silencing the mind. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. Right now as well, there seems to be an emphasis on tranquility and letting go. We have the Ten of Wands as well. So again, shedding, purification, any pause in momentum and movement is designed to enable things to flow in the future. Spirit is saying it's a temporary pause. Don't think that, it's permanent or things won't evolve moving forward, because they will. But there may be a period of time. I keep hearing as well truth. Having certain truths that come to the surface, or having certain epiphanies, awakenings, downloads, ideas that help inform you as you move forward. With the Ten of Cups here, I'm hearing for some of you where this resonates, where you are wanting connection or relationship, there's a sense that you place your priority on manifesting the new, on setting intentions. It could be literal law of attraction. And then it brings in this new phase, a really beautiful commitment and connection, very loving relationships. And with the King of Cups, it could be with a water sign or someone who embodies and exudes those traits, someone very compassionate, loving. I see you moving into a time in your life as well where your relationships improve. Because I feel, again, for many of you, I feel like there was some sort of karmic situation, or you've learned a lesson around how to be in connection in a really healthy way, in a way that's nurturing for you, in a way that doesn't deplete your energy. Now, with the Ten of Wands, I'm hearing part of this healing process for you is really considering and asking yourself, what do I need to let go of? What am I holding on to that may be kind of dragging me backward or pulling my energy down? What do I want to embody or take on that helps me kind of lift my energy? With the King of Cups, I do get an element of emotional healing or the releasing of certain emotions, having discovered a particular truth. It could be a situation where you're reflecting on something that was quite painful for you. And again, for some of you, I feel this was a karmic relationship or some sort of relationship breakdown. But for others of you, this can just represent an emotional wound, some sort of hurt. And I feel like there could be some reminiscing or reflecting, and it's like you see things clearly now, or you understand, oh, that's why it played out that way, or that's why it left that mark on my heart or affected me. That's why it didn't work out. For some of you, it may be an epiphany in regards to what you need moving forward, realizing something that wasn't meant for you and why it didn't serve you. It's reaching and finding that place of clarity. I also keep seeing animals, like we have otters, we have like a puppy, I think it's a mouse, cat, like I keep saying squirrel. There's just this sense of animals. So I don't know if you have a pet, but I feel like pets or being around animals, being in nature may be really healing. And then we have a swan. But there's this sense here as well of, I keep hearing downtime for this group. I don't know if you've had a lot going on or if there's just a need for downtime and things to, and again, if things aren't moving, it's designed to bring your attention within, because I do feel with silencing the mind, I also just heard when your thoughts are racing, you can't access the emotions. Part of emotional healing involves going beyond or silencing the mind to drop into that heart space so that you can feel, reflect, connect, and then release and transmute those energies and emotions. So there may be a need to kind of prioritize your own emotional well-being. Now, with this group as well, I feel like Spirit keeps bringing up intentions and manifestation. I feel like you are capable of manifesting far more than what you currently see. And it's almost as though Spirit and the Divine is wanting you to have more belief in yourself or work with intentions and affirmations in such a way that they're able to manifest more readily for you, that you're able to attract in more of what you want. I feel like I keep hearing seeing yourself in a higher light, seeing yourself as gifted, talented, blessed. So there is this energy here as well of you expanding or increasing your own worth or the worth in your own eyes, having a new vision of yourself or impression of yourself. Or for those of you where there is something that you're wanting to manifest and attract, Spirit is saying really practice visualizing and believing you deserve it and it's possible. I see your standards are really increasing, or it could just be an energy where you're wanting and seeking more for yourself. That where you've been or who has been in your life may not have been as fulfilling or rewarding as what you hoped for, and now you're ready to attract in and bring in more. You have this epiphany or this awakening around what you truly deserve and yearn for is what I'm hearing. But I see for this group, again, a lot of emotional healing, but a lot of emotional fulfillment, because it's almost as though as you reflect on what didn't work or what you're leaving behind, it becomes really clear what you need moving forward and what will create happiness, what will create peace in your future. And I feel like Spirit is saying keep prioritizing your well-being, keep prioritizing the things that excite you, the things that lift you up, inspire you, because I do feel like you're moving into a cycle, into a period of time where things really do start to flow and you're able to attract very easily, very readily. Again, if there's blocks right now or if things just feel like they're not moving at all, like you're at stalemate or a standstill. It's designed for you to kind of go within and give yourself that space to heal, to replenish your energies, for many of you to release some buried emotions so that you can enter into your new phase, new cycle, new manifestations in a fresh energy. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Hi, group 2. So the first message I'm hearing, I feel like this group, you're ready for the new. There's a new cycle or there's a new beginning that wants to come in for you. I feel with the Hermit, there's a sense that you've spiritually ascended or transcended from the last cycle. You've grown beyond it. It's time for a new chapter. I feel as well with open mind, replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. And then we have deal with the unexpected, treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. There's a lot of new experiences that are going to be coming into your life, even new people for some of you. And with that moon, you can see the moon is kind of smiling and grinning and reflecting on that individual. I feel like there's a sense that spirit is bringing in a lot of blessings, and they are positive, but they may be definitely unexpected, but also synchronistic, where you may have one conception of how your life should be going or what's next for you, but I feel like it may come out of left field. It may not be entirely what you expected or what you thought you wanted, but I feel like it happens to be a happy accident. Now here as well, I feel like there's an element of healing, of transmutation, growth, shifts, changes, especially with the Hermit sitting above. There's a level of alchemy that you've reached in terms of your energy field. I feel for some of you with storm, every hurricane comes to an end. There's a sense that you've had to endure perhaps a lot of darkness, or this last cycle was quite dark and challenging and difficult. But I feel like you're reaching a time where there's a more positive or a lighter touch on your path, on your journey. So if you have been dealing with situations that were quite karmic, or just very, I just keep hearing challenging, quite challenging, I feel like you reach a point where things start to flow. And you also have here 4 of Pentacles. Again, the biggest aspect is making sure that you let go of everything from the past, from the last chapter. I feel like that's where, I feel like you've already been through a lot of healing and growth here, but the letting go process is, I'm hearing it could be like the sticking point. It could be the part that's difficult to completely move into. There may be an element as well where you've been through certain things and they've left impressions on you where it's hard to completely release them. With the 9 of Cups, I feel like you're moving into this next cycle with clarity in terms of what your dreams are, what your truth is, what brings you fulfillment, what brings you happiness, what excites you. I feel like there's a new awareness or a greater comprehension of what happiness looks like. With library and take control of your own narrative, I feel as well, and if you notice the master numbers, we have 22 and we have 44. There's a sense that you've reached a level of mastery. And Spirit is saying, if you were to continue with your life as it is, there will be no further growth, no further progress, because I feel like, again, you've attained all you could from that cycle. There's not a lot left to experience. So I do feel Spirit is asking you to, again, step into the unknown. And it's kind of a contradiction because we have the unknown, the unexpected with this new cycle, but then it's take control of your narrative. But it's taking control of your narrative in the sense of moving towards what lights you up, moving towards what you feel drawn to, but being very surrendered and letting go in terms of how it comes in, allowing things to kind of play themselves out, or allowing things to unfold as they will in regards to the timing and the specific details. For some of you, you may have, part of what you're healing is a tendency to control. And I don't necessarily mean control other people. I mean like feeling afraid if you're not in control of life, or feeling afraid of the unknown. That could be something you're transmuting and moving beyond as well. Because with this King of Pentacles, I see an energy that's very stable and very grounded. It's someone that has achieved a level of balance, stability, self-awareness. They know how to make things happen. They're very, I just heard steadfast. They're very kind of thorough. There's a sense of, okay, like I can weather any storm. And I feel some of this strength and perseverance and skill that you've developed has come through a lot of challenges, has come from having to deal with a lot, especially with the Seven of Swords sitting here. For some of you, part of what you may have had to deal with or overcome could have been some sort of betrayal or connections that just didn't live up to your expectations. Connections where the other person perhaps wasn't the healthiest for you, or I'm hearing being blindsided. You may have been through a lot of twists and turns, but I feel like in this past cycle, they may have been twists and turns that weren't necessarily positive. It's like it could have felt as though, oh my God, why do I keep falling into this pattern? Or why do things keep going wrong? Why am I not receiving what I feel I deserve? It's that type of energy. Whereas I think you're moving into a time where, yes, things are flowing, but it's bringing in events that are truly aligned with you and for you. And I feel like they're unexpected in a positive sense where, you know, I wasn't looking for new connections, but I meet someone who is perfect and aligned for me in every way. There's a sense of the more you're kind of grounded and steady in your truth, in your connection with source, with spirit, things start to really flow, and they flow in your favor. With the moon, again, I keep hearing things may not be very clear for you right now. There could be a sense that things are quite, I'm hearing like foggy. You can't see through the fog, or you can't see through the clouds. There's not clarity as of yet, but Spirit is saying things are working out and unfolding beautifully, even if you can't yet see where you're traveling or what the outcome will be. With the Nine of Cups, I do think for this group, focusing on your passions, your life purpose, your talents, your gifts is a really positive focal point. I think it is something that can really lead to a lot of fulfillment. It could lead to a lot of abundance and success as well. But I just feel overall, there's a sense of things turning out for the positive, things turning out really well, but you may have no clue how it comes in, when it comes in, why things are unfolding the way they do. You may have some overall direction in regards to your passion that's guiding you, but I just feel overall it's like the divine is in charge. The divine is orchestrating certain things. The divine is leading people or situations toward you. You may still have a little bit more healing that takes place, but again, it has more to do with letting go. I don't feel like this is deep healing work. I feel like you've done a lot of that work, but there's a sense of being completely finished with the past. And that means mentally as well, where you're not thinking about it all the time, you're not replaying it. You made that decision, yep, I'm ready to let go, and I'm going to let go completely and just move forward with my life, with my future. So I do think for many of you, you reach this place where there's a really intense closure. For some of you, the past you may have outgrown the past to such a degree that you need a complete change, where every aspect of your life starts to shift. I just feel for this group, you've done a lot of work spiritually, energetically, emotionally, and I feel that was preparation for where you're going now, especially for many of you as it pertains to preparing you for your life purpose, for your career, for certain achievements, material achievements. I felt like you needed to develop with that King of Pentacles a certain level of stability and confidence in yourself where you are unshakable, where no setback, no disappointment, no negativity could throw you off course. And I feel that could have taken a lot of kind of difficulties or tribulations to reach that point. And that's why as well, I feel like Spirit is really proud of you because you have attained a level of growth that perhaps wasn't easy, or perhaps you didn't fully know or envision whether you could reach that. There's a sense of, with this group, of overcoming the impossible or overcoming a level of hardship or difficulty that most would not be able to move through or get past. So I do feel for this group, you should be incredibly proud of the amount of growth you've been through, of the amount of transformation, of alchemy. With the Seven of Swords, I mentioned that previously, there may have been some healing from past betrayal, but things not working out. It may be hard to trust life. It may be hard to trust people. I see there's a certain level of healing where you start to believe in the good again, that you can have and receive good, that life can be at times easy and playful and joyful and free flowing. It's time to trust the flow of the universe and trust that, yes, there can be experiences that come in that help you grow and expand and evolve, but there can be also really pleasurable, enjoyable meetings and experiences as well. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Hi, group 3. So for this group, I feel like the messages are all regarding love. So if you're not manifesting or wanting a love connection, perhaps just pick another group, because I do feel this is going to primarily focus on love. So I feel for this group, there is a beautiful connection either in your life or coming into your life, with the Knight of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Cups, and the Emperor. I feel like there is a really powerful love connection. I feel for some of you, you may have gone through a situation with Red and Forgive where you had to reach a place of forgiveness or some sort of closure with the past or someone from the past. But I feel for many of you, there is a really beautiful and powerful love connection that is coming forward. And with that Eight of Pentacles, I see you really working on, yes, I feel like for some of you, you've worked on yourself, or you've done a lot of healing around attracting a really healthy love connection, whether that is affirmations, meditation. I just see a lot of inner evolution and also an upgrade in terms of what you attract in. We also have here Dawn of Love. Love is rising on the horizon of your life. So again, I feel like for many of you, I do feel this is new love. But again, for some of you, you may have your eye on this person. You may have already met them. For others of you, I feel like it's coming up. With Spaceship, don't be afraid to sing. I'm hearing don't be afraid to kind of share, to open your heart, to express yourself, to connect. We also have Willpower. Improve your willpower to reduce your stress level. With that, I'm actually reading, I just heard guarded. I'm hearing for some of you, there may be an element of being guarded, or because of pain in the past or things not working out in the past, you have your defenses up. And Spirit is saying, don't be afraid to open your heart, and don't be afraid of inviting in new love, new connections, new blessings. With the Two of Swords, some of you could almost be ambivalent in terms of relationship. Could be ambivalent about this connection. But again, I don't feel it's due to the person. I feel like it's due to your history, or it's due to, do I really want this right now? Should I open up? That type of energy where you could be questioning things. Because with that Eight of Swords, there could have been a long time where you were stuck on, I'm hearing someone or something that happened. With the Eight of Swords, you could have very much had yourself kind of guarded, blocked off. Perhaps you weren't completely willing to open your heart again, or to risk, I just heard risk being vulnerable or risk being hurt. So for some of you, this may be a leap or a jump to really trust in this love and trust in this connection. But I just keep hearing for this group, love is coming for you. There's a really strong message and emphasis on your heart opening, I'm even noticing, like I keep seeing and feeling the imagery of red roses. I don't know I think they may be red roses. No, maybe tomatoes. But there's a sense of you kind of being inundated with romance. It could be literal flowers or roses as gifts. But I just keep seeing it's like this flood of energy and love coming towards you. But for some of you, I just feel like either you're not sure you want it, or you're afraid. You're afraid of, maybe it's too good to be true. Maybe if I open my heart and accept this, I'm going to get badly hurt and the past will repeat itself. There's just this sense of trepidation or being guarded, being uncertain. I do feel though overall there is a really positive energy around this connection. And I do think for this group, part of why this is coming in right now is for some of you, I feel like you've reached a point where you did forgive, where you did let go of the past. So now there's space. But I just feel as well, it's designed to bring you back to life, or it's designed to spark your heart so that you kind of feel excited again, you feel passionate, you feel inspired. There's just this sense of the universe kind of showering that blessing on you. So I'm hearing it's for your benefit, it's for your well-being, and it has a positive effect on your future. With the Six of Cups, again, I feel like this is definitely a soulmate connection. This is definitely divinely guided. I feel for some of you, you may not have even wanted love, or you may have been in a place where you weren't looking at least. But there's a sense that I'm hearing you were always meant to meet. There's a sense that this was meant to happen, and especially at this point in time, because I feel there's something that happens in this connection or interaction where it's almost like it sparks your heart again. I feel like your heart comes back to life, or the meeting of this individual brings a certain level, a certain energy to you and to your heart space, which enables you to travel further with your journey, with your trajectory. Perhaps it comes in at a point where you then feel inspired to move ahead, or you feel reignited passion, excitement, spark. It's that type of energy. It could even create shifts in your work, your life purpose, your dreams. Perhaps you're more willing to explore your passions because of this emotion and this energy, especially for those of you who resonate with having been quite either cut off or isolated, quite guarded, with the Eight of Swords and the Ace of Cups beneath it, because it's like this person is trying to push themselves away and not be accessible to love. But it's like, I just keep seeing love rushing towards you. And it's almost like the Spirit is saying there's nothing you can do. There's this inflow of love. But I feel for some of you, it's because you may have had experiences that were difficult or karmic that tested you. And now it's time to receive a connection that nourishes you, that is loving, that is affirming, that is compatible. So for those of you where there could be some fear or trepidation in terms of, is this going to hurt me? Should I open up? Can I trust this person? Spirit is giving you that validation that, yes, this is meant to be. Yes, this was meant to come in for you. You can have faith in what's coming forward. But with Dawn of Love, for this group, I do feel for many of you there's this romantic connection, but I feel there's a lot more love coming in general. For those of you who felt you were in kind of a desert phase where nothing was showing up, things were quite bleak, things weren't working out, you may have not felt terribly abundant. I feel like you're reaching a point and a phase now where things start to really come in, things are flowing. You could be receiving a lot more attention in general from others. And again, this is not only romantic. I feel like you'll be receiving a lot more affirmation and validation, full stop. Whether that's through loving connections and friendships, it could be through family, co-workers. I just feel there's a lot of blessings coming toward you, but you may not know what to do with everything you're receiving, because I feel like it could be an abundance of affirmations. It could be literal gifts. I feel like people could be very kind of complimentary or just want to do things for you. But perhaps for this group, you may be, I'm hearing like a very much independent or rugged individualist, where you're used to kind of forging your own path. For some of you, you may resonate with being a lone wolf, or not really relying on other people as much, being more so someone that relies on your own resources, your own efforts, these are all positive traits. I just think you're entering a phase where it's more about connection. And it could be that the last phase or cycle was more about you building this personal strength, this willpower, this perseverance. But I just feel you're in a place where you're going to be receiving a lot of love. But again, I just keep hearing it might be disconcerting, or you may be uncomfortable with how much love you receive and how much is coming toward you. But Spirit is saying there's no need to be afraid, and don't be afraid to accept what is meant for you. Don't be afraid that you'll get hurt or things won't work out. Like, make sure you're affirming the positive of what can be and what you want to happen, not what you're afraid will happen. Yeah, for many of you, I feel like you had to go through a process of healing from something that was quite difficult, or perhaps there was something that really left an imprint or a scar emotionally and internally. And it's like going through that phase where you're now allowing things to heal, or you let go of something and now something new is ready to come in and take its place. But I don't feel for this group it happened consciously, or for many of you, I feel like you may have just been finished with something, you'd outgrown it and you were ready to lay it to rest, and now the new is kind of knocking on your door and now it's here. For many of you, you may not have even wanted connection, or you may not have been focusing on connection, but I'm hearing it's coming in anyway. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Hi, Group 4. So for those of you drawn to these cards, the first thing I'm hearing is this group, you have a lot of spiritual power. I feel like there's really strong Phoenix energy where you've been through a lot. You've had to transform. There's been, a rebirth, alchemy. But I feel like it was designed to help you grow into your spiritual powers. I feel like it was designed to help you. For some of you, it was to help you really expand your intuition. Because I feel for this group, some of you are psychics, healers. You have the capacity to work with spirit. But I feel in order for you to really embrace that ability, those gifts, those talents, you had to kind of maybe get tested, or there were challenges that you went through that enabled you to really kind of step into your gifts and your power. And again, I really feel like it's spiritual power. So for this group as well, in terms of a healing message, I feel for this group, you've done a lot of shadow work. You've gone into the darkness, you've purged, you've cleansed, you've cleared. I feel like you're ready for the sun, you're ready for the light. However, I feel like there's an energy of spirit encouraging you to really commit to your spiritual gifts, or to commit to spirit. With the Hierophant and the Empress, for some of you, I feel like you can turn spirituality and healing into a career. I feel the process that you went through with and on your own, you're able to share with others, or you're able to help initiate them into the spiritual healing arts, or perhaps you serve as a guide and a mentor that helps to inform other people on their journey. But I just feel overall, you have a certain power and presence about you. And I feel like spirit is asking you to really utilize and believe in that spiritual power. And very much, if you've been sensing, this is my destiny, this is my calling, I want to help others, I want to work with others, I feel like the divine is giving you that green light and is asking you to move ahead and step forward with your talents, especially with the Queen of Cups here as well. We have next to it sundress, do it for you. Again, sundress, it's like spirit is saying you're moving into a cycle where there's more light. After the darkness comes the light, comes the dawn. I feel for this group, a lot of the hard healing has already taken place. However, there may be some remaining fears. We have face your fears, farewell to fear phantoms. I feel for this group as well, you've had to work through a lot of shadows and illusions. You may have had to let go of or give up a lot of illusions you had about life, about yourself, about your path, your purpose, your journey. And I feel like you've come out the other side. There's a sense of reaching a place of knowing certain spiritual truths where I feel like your path is going to become a lot more kind of stable or balanced, because you have gone through that process, because you have looked at things deeply, transmuted energies, and now you're ready for the new. So I do feel overall for this group, these are very positive energies. There is a lot of alchemy that's taken place. I'm also hearing we have surrender with joy, achieve greatness through surrender, and it's sitting next to the High Priestess. So for me, that's divine feminine energy, and it's manifesting and achieving your desires through letting go, through, yes, visualizing, using your inner energy to call things toward you. Spirit is also saying they want you to have complete faith that what is meant for you will come into your world. That when someone or something is designed for you, whether we're talking your life purpose, your career, your passion, it could be a connection, these things will always find you. So I feel for many of you, you're deepening your trust in spirit as well. With the Four of Cups sitting beneath the Earth Mother, for those of you who have felt like finances or opportunities, you just weren't receiving what you deserved, or you weren't receiving the level of abundance that you hoped for, I feel like you're ready for an upgrade where you're going to be receiving more. I also am hearing with the Empress or the Earth Mother, the more you apply yourself to your passions and your gifts, your talents, your alchemy, the more things start to flow. The more abundance comes in, the more opportunity. So I do feel there's a really strong message here. I do feel for many of you in this group that I'm connecting with, there's some sort of spiritual, esoteric, or healing gift. And obviously it's up to you how you want to utilize those gifts and share them in the world. But I feel there's a sense of spirit encouraging you to completely commit to them. With the Hierophant, the Empress, and the High Priestess, for some of you, this is a psychic ability or the ability to be a spiritual teacher or enlighten or awaken others through communication, through something you create. And it's almost like the energy that gets kind of filtered into that project. It could be writing, speaking, helps to awaken others energetically. With that Seven of Wands, we have Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. There could have been a period of time as well where you needed to defend yourself with that Seven of Wands, or you needed to protect your space, protect your energy. And I feel like you're coming into a place where you're going to be meeting new individuals, new people. There's going to be new resources coming to you, but they're higher vibration, especially with that Five of Wands. You may have had situations in the past, again, that were testing you, that challenged you. I just saw 555. So again, massive changes coming in. But I feel, and we have fives here as well. But I feel, and 41. So you have 555 here as well as on the timer. So there's a sense of you letting go of those who are toxic, or letting go of a cycle where they were more karmic situations. They were people that were designed to help you grow into the Hierophant or the High Priestess, the Empress. But I feel like for most of you, you've achieved a level of mastery or knowing when it comes to your talents, your gifts, what you want to contribute in the physical, in the world, what really liberates you, what excites you, what you feel passionate and inspired by. So I do feel overall, this is going to be a really blessed time, but there's a need to have faith in yourself. There's a need to have complete faith that you can attract in what you desire, that you can attract in and have the effect perhaps that you dream of. For some of you, I feel like there's some sort of fear around putting yourself out there or being seen for your spiritual gifts. For some of you, you could have been in the spiritual closet, or you may not have been as forthcoming with some of your abilities, your journey, your truths. But I feel like Spirit is giving you that nudge to give birth to something, but bring something into the world. There's something, there's a gift, or there's a business, an enterprise, some sort of talent you have that you can contribute that really benefits others or benefits humanity, full stop. And that's why Spirit is really coming in strong, asking you to take some of those steps and take action. Yeah, with the High Priestess, I do feel for some of you, you have a gift working with energy. And for some of you, I think you're literally psychics. You may resonate with being a medium. For others of you, it's literally hands-on healing, or being able to work with energy in such a way that you're able to manifest very readily. But with the Five of Wands and Four of Cups, I feel like the chapter or the period of time where you had to constantly be tested, or you had to constantly say no, set boundaries, kind of keep people out of your space or out of your energy because they weren't of a higher vibration. I feel like that time has closed as well, where you're in this energy now where you're ready to accept the new, you're ready to bring in the new. But a lot of it, I feel, has to do with your life purpose and how you share yourself, how you show up, and how, I'm just hearing as well, how you live your spiritual truths. Because there may be, say you've gone through a period of growth and transformation and alchemy, you may be at a point where you've learnt the material, you have the knowledge, but now it's time to live the knowledge. So it could be one of those encounters where now you're in a phase of wanting to fully embrace and live that energy, or you're wanting to create something in the world, in the physical, that helps teach those truths to others, or helps others reach the level of mastery, alchemy, and growth that you've attained within yourself. And that's why I think Spirit is giving you that green light and encouraging you to really move ahead and trust in the divine, trust in spirit. Because I do think you're moving into a time where things are going to really come toward you, provided, you know, you choose that path. But I feel for many of you, you have quite a large calling or life purpose and a large spiritual mission and certain gifts that can really help others and help humanity. And I think it will also be fulfilling for you. But again, there may be some lingering fears that you transmute and overcome that helps you step into your power completely. So that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.